Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So I'm going to be doing my decoration this week using the new Lucky Stars collection from kikki.K. So if you want to see how this one all came together, then just keep watching. Okay, so this one was really hard to decide if I was going to do this one or the Hello Universe, but I've decided to take a little bit more time with the Hello Universe to try and get something super awesome. So I'm going to be using the kikki.K collection, as you would have seen in the intro. I just remembered that. So we're going to start with, we're going to grab the Paper Lovers book, and we're going to take out this page, and you're going to be going, Ash, there's no, that's not going to be able to be using stuff, but I'm actually going to use this side. I want to use the fade, so I'm going to grab my big paper trimmer. And I'm going to leave the envelope in there. I'm just going to make a really obvious fold as to where it is. So I will use the envelope later, but not for today's video, but I will use it at some point. I'm just cutting off the icky bit. And I'm going to cut as close to the perforation of the envelope as I can. Oh. Can I just say, whew, that's close. There's a good half a mil there. And then we're going to cut this one in half, and this is going to live down the side. The only problem with what I just did is that I can't really get in here. I didn't think about that very well. Oh well. Alright. Never mind. We'll do it this way instead. So I want to use the purple fading to the yellow at one side and then the yellow fading to the blue on the other side. So I can't even kind of cheat and cut that. So I am going to have to cut it. I'm just going to work out how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to move that in as close as I can. I still want it to be straight. That's the biggest thing. Still have to make sure this is as straight as I can make it. Hopefully. There we go. That's fine. So it's going to be the yellow. Ooh, do I want it the yellow fading to the... I don't know which way I want it. Obviously I'll cut off the excess on this side. And do the yellow on this side and then the purple on... No, other way around. And the reason I'm going to do this, I'm going to put a pocket on this side, so I don't mind if I cover up a bit more of the yellow, because I actually like the blue better. So then we're going to stick this down. Just going to use a bit of glue tape. Go. I'm just going to cut off the excess. There is a little bit hanging over the side, but not enough for me to actually worry about. It's seriously like 1/4 of a millimeter. So I am going to leave it there and not worry about it. I'm going to punch out the holes while I'm here though, just so that I get that done. So you can do the same thing on the other side, but I want this to be the same width. So I'm just grabbing my ruler. So I can cut off a little bit here at the bottom, which means I can then use my little paper trimmer. So it's that side that I want. And then just with a pencil, I'm just going to measure out that 1.4. I'm just going to cut this with the paper trimmer. You've got to remember only one of those edges is actually straight, so make sure you use that one to line it up. This is going to be a really skinny bit too, so it's going to be hard to keep down. So just because of that, I'm just going to grab a little bit of washi tape. See, I am using it as my pencil case. So it's so cute when I take it out at work. People laugh at me. Just needs to be enough to hold it solid. That's all it needs to do. And straight down. Now my blade is being a little fussy at the moment and is old and needs to be replaced. I'm just trying to get as much out of it as I can, so I'm just going to cut off the fuzzy bit. There we go, and then we're just going to stick that one down on the side as well. We get in our piece of scrap paper again. Ah, bugger. Always happens. Okay, so I cut that, when I cut the bottom, I cut that a little bit too close. It's okay, I've made it work. But just when you're doing that, if you're gonna copy that, just make sure you cut it in the right spot, because unfortunately that was a little too close. The other thing that is not perfect on this side, and it's okay because I'm gonna cover the numbers, the days of the week up anyway, is that I have covered up just a little bit. Like I said, I'm gonna use stickers this week because it's been a long time since I've actually used stickers. So I'm going to use stickers to cover them up, but if you didn't want to, just make sure the one on the other side is a little bit thinner so that they match up. Alright, so I do want to use one of these pockets. These are new from kikki.K. They're something that they haven't tried before, but I'm going to use these to put my footy details in with, and I'm just trying to decide which one I want to use and where I want to use it. I'm kind of thinking I want to do that side, just because I actually kind of like my bits and pieces being there. Now that would be super cool, having two, but then I cover up all of Thursday and I don't want to. I think I'm just going to use it on that side. So like I said, these are brand new. I've never used these before. So, oops, no you don't. Do you just stick it down right? I thought it was adhesive. Why do you sound pained?
Because you just ruined it.
I didn't ruin it. I thought, here we go, I thought that was like, that the paper wasn't, like that it was attached and they had a little adhesive running up the side. That would have been better. So we're going to do what Ryan said and use just the backing to stick this down. Ryan's got the hang of this a lot better than I have, so you actually stick all over the paper because then it's not attached. I'm thinking of it like a piece of cardboard that I would normally use, so excuse my... Ryan's got the gist of this much better than I do. So I'm just pushing that up against the edge as best I can. And so then we've got our little pocket and we can put our footy details in there. So to do that, I'm going to grab this piece of paper. Come on. And I want to use it so that it just sort of sticks out the top here. And I need this to be as wide as my pocket, just a little. But I also do want to put it on cardboard because I need to give it a bit more. I like giving my lists a bit more oomph. Just I feel like on paper they get broken and ripped and torn and they look really awful. So I'm going to stick this down on just some white cardboard first, and then we'll cut off what we don't need and put our list in. And having it popping in here, so I'm just going to measure roughly how wide that is and then just cut that. Just cut it a little bit closer in so you put the line on the other side of the blade, and that's going to just sit in like that. Just need to get the pocket used to being open a little bit, so I'm just putting something in there to get in the corners. I did actually tear that a little bit when I was pulling that apart, so I'm just putting a little bit of glue there to fix that up. And if this isn't the right size, as if it's too wide, which it's kind of feeling like it's going to be a bit wide here. So I'm going to cut that a little bit thinner. I'm also going to cut it just a little bit shorter. So I'm going to write all my footy details on there. I'm going to do it just in one colour this week, just because I don't want to overload it with colours. That sounds silly. Actually, no, I'm going to do it the right way. So this is going to take me a minute, so I'm going to do this really, really quickly off camera and I'll be right back. Alright, so I've put all my footy details in there. I have also just cut off just a teensy little bit off that side. It just seemed a little bit wide. So I wanted to give it a little bit more room. So now that we've got all of those done, we can put all our days of the week back in. But before I do that, I want to cover the top of both sides. So I'm going to grab this bit of paper. I'm going to cut off the stars on both sides and stick them at the top. So one of those is a little bit thicker than the other, only a little bit, and not enough for me to actually worry about, so I'm not going to. So I'm going to put, and it is going to cover the top up, which is fine. I'm going to put that one on that side and that one on that side, so that way it does the purple in the middle and then fades out to the green. So grabbing that piece of scrap paper in again. Just want to really make sure I cover up the month if I can. Do the same thing with the other side. Now I'm going to replace all of the days of the week and the numbers. So to do that, I'm just grabbing some stickers. These are my new ones from Peace of Mind Design. I just want to make sure I use these a bit. They're so cute. So I'm just going to go through and put all of these stickers in. I actually kind of like the way that's come up. I think that looks kind of cute, especially the changing of the fonts. So because of that, I am going to use the months at the top as well, because this one's the end of April and it says the start of June. No, I just missed May, sorry. Start of April, end of April and the start of May. I'm just going to put May on one side and April on the other. I'm losing a month. Don't know how I quite did that, but anyway. And then we're going to use these cute little birthday stickers to put in some of these birthday ones. So I'm just going to move my post-it notes around a little bit. Okay, birthdays are in. Now we get to do work ones. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to put my day off stickers in. So I'm going to use all the one from Peaceful Mind today. I'm going to sort of keep along that same trajectory so they all match. So I was going to put the day off in the corner. So I've got the normal Wednesday and Thursday off, which is nice. It's kind of the routine I'm in at the moment, is you get Wednesday, Thursday off. So it's working pretty well at the moment. And then for work, I'm actually going to use some of the holo stickers. I'm just grabbing the sticker book. I'm just going to try and find the right one. I'm going to use some of these stars. I'm just going to use the smallest ones I can find. we're nearly there. Definitely haven't used enough holo in this, so we're going to fix that. Oh. I almost want a whole holographic sticker, but I don't know. I do really want to use a whole holo, just I'm not sure if I can find the right one. Okay, I'm going to use this little, I know it's technically a card. I'm just going to cut off some of these little nubbies. I don't know, there's something about that that's just not sitting right. I don't know. Maybe I need to have it as like no, I don't want to have it as a flipper. I need something in that top corner, and it fits where I want it to. I just can't quite make it work. Just realised I've done that round the wrong way. Oh well. My brain isn't working apparently. I need something holo on this side, and I don't want to use another star because I feel like we've got too many of them. I'm just going to quickly grab the quote cards out of my drawer because I wasn't planning on using them, but maybe I can put that there instead. I think I will. I think I'm going to put that in there. So I'm just going to glue that one in. I know I don't usually glue them in because I like to be able to reuse them, but if I only put a little bit of glue on there, I can actually pull it out again if I choose to. It's not really the holo that I wanted, it's more the glitter holo, but it does give you the right kind of effect. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I want to grab this quote that says, "Those who don't believe in magic will never find it," and that's going to live behind my list or behind my footy details, just so that I have another little place to write things down if I need to. It needs something down the bottom now, and I don't know what. I know I said when I first went through this that I didn't like these because I thought they looked too childish, which I'm still sticking by. I think some of them are, but I think I can work these in a bit more of a way that they actually don't look so childish. I think this will bring in the holo that I'm looking for, because there's definitely something missing from the holo. Being aware of where the other ones are and where it all sits in together. I've got this one that says, "I believe in magic." I'm actually going to put that so it sits like a hexagon, even though it's round the other way. And now we've got it. That looks better. I'm not going to do a box this week. I'm going to leave it the way it is and just write things in if I need to do them. I definitely haven't done this collection justice. Like there's something that's really hard to translate the holo unless it's in multiple quantities. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm also just going to grab, I'm into paper clips at the moment. I don't know why. This is one that Corinne gave me the other week, and the colours just suit, so I'm just going to chuck that in there as well. Something about the holo that looks really great when it's all together, but when you split it up doesn't quite have the same effect. I do love the rainbow. I'm annoyed at myself that I put that round the wrong way, but I'm okay with that. I really like the pockets. Like, they're not what I thought they were, as in they've got that paper on the back. I thought that came off, so whoops, sorry about that. But it's been a long time since I've done a kikki.K kind of collection like this. It's been a long time since they've had a whole collection that I could do something like this. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed the kind of going back to basics of what my channel was built on. Let me know what you think of it. Do you think I could have done something differently? Do you think I should have paid more attention to which way I was putting my paper? Duh. That's going to bug me all week. But let me know down below, or on any of my social medias. They're all down below for you as well. I will link the full walkthrough of this collection down below as well. as well as a link to Desley's video where she shows the new holographic planner, just in case you are interested in that. I'm actually just going to move that. That's better. I do love that though. Thank you, Corinne. So that is it for today's video. Like I said, please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hope to see you guys on the next video, which will be on Wednesday. See you later. Bye.